Hey guys, welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. I'm Danielle and I'm going to go ahead and tell you everything about this Hyundai Elantra. It's a 2023, it's in black, and it's SEL. So it has a little bit of extra features and things like that. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and tell you everything about the instrumental panel, your radio, as well as your climate controls. But let's go ahead and check out the instrumental panel first. Go ahead and see, you can see that this Elantra has 30,000 miles. To go ahead and adjust everything up on the instrumental panel, you have your arrows right here. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, you also have your menu button up here. Everything else is for your cruise control settings. So let's go ahead and check out everything up here. So if we go ahead and use the arrows, the first thing that we were on was fuel economy, and then you also have your accumulated info, so you can go ahead and stack that up and know things in the future, as well as you have your drive info, your miles per hour, as well as of course you have your cluster that says that as well, and you have your drive modes, where your drive modes are right next to your gear shift right here. You have your smart, normal, and sport, and for that sport mode you can go ahead and put it into that drive, slide it over to the S. You have that auto manual mode, gives it a little bit more of a sportsier feel. Let's go ahead and put that back to normal since we are in normal terrain. But you also have here for your menu, so you also have your tire pressure and your settings, and in your settings you have theme selection. You also can reset everything. You have your service, convenience, sound, door, lights, driver assistance, and so on. So you can go ahead and go into each of these and adjust them. Like theme, go ahead and have theme A, theme B, as well as theme C. Let's go ahead and get out of there and just go back to your normal instrumental panel. Just the gist for up there. On this side you have your Bluetooth audio things like connecting your device and using hands-free calling and voice command, as well as volume and station. And then for your cruise control settings, you also have steering assist, so you can go ahead and have that a little bit of a safety feature. But let's go ahead and check out the center screen right here. It is touchscreen, as well as you can go ahead and use the buttons over here. You have your volume and tune, so you can go ahead and adjust that and everything like that. You of course have AM and FM radio, Sirius XM, as well as you have Bluetooth audio with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you can go ahead and connect a phone and use those things. So you can go ahead and add a new device, or so on. Then you also of course have your notifications, voice memo, and your radio. Another thing is your user manual. So a lot of the newer vehicles are getting away from the big chunky book that you normally have in your glove box. Don't worry, this one has a little bit of a book as well, but if you have a manual available, you can go ahead and use it right here in your menu, owner's manual. Go ahead and scan the QR code and have access to everything about this vehicle. But we can go ahead and go out of that. Your menus. One last thing is that you have your valet mode over here, of course. So when you ever want to find that, it's in your menu. You have your setup, of course. So you can go ahead and use your sound, general, Wi-Fi, anything that you would need to adjust with the car. Of course, you have your screen and buttons over here, like I mentioned, and that's pretty much all. You can go ahead and customize everything, and you have your reverse camera, so you can go ahead and use that when backing up. You also have a different camera view, so you have a little bit of a downward view, while you can go ahead and have that outward view too. Let's go ahead and put it back into park, and you have your hazard lights, of course, and then you have your adjustable vents and your engine start stop button. With your engine start stop button, let's go ahead and take a look at the key fob here. You have your lock and unlock, as well as a remote start and your trunk release. So you can go ahead and use all of these things, as well as you do have keyless entry. So you can go ahead and enter and exit your vehicle nice and simple. You don't even need to take the key out. You just need it in a purse or pocket nearby so it knows that you're the owner, and you can go ahead and use that nice and convenient for those things. But that's pretty much all for that. Let's go ahead and set this down here. Take a look at the climate controls real quick. You have that dual temperature, so you can go ahead and have different temperatures from the right hand side to the left hand side. You also can go ahead and sync it up for when you don't have a passenger or you want the same temperature. You have your airflow, of course, your modes, nice and simple, as well as, of course, you can go ahead and use all these things. Just for the climate controls, taking a look underneath, you have your charging ports, of course, nice and simple to use, as well as you have back here your gear shift, and you can go ahead and see your camera view at all times, going ahead and pressing that, so you can go ahead and see it even when you're in park. You have, of course, your cup holders, emergency brake, and storage in your center console. You have a nice cloth seating that has stripes down the middle. Pretty simple. You have that gray, tan all around the vehicle, as well as, of course, black accents. Is your lighting settings, like I mentioned, so you can go ahead and adjust your illumination, as well as your lane keep, so you can go ahead and have that on and off. It'll let you know up on the dash, as well as you have your traction control. And take a look at this nice looking Elantra. So this Elantra is available here in Ephrata, PA. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.